guys. It is evening. This is not very good light. This is in our bedroom. And I am sitting here doing some knitting here. And then this scarf is for my sister. She likes green. And then I'm actually knitting a washcloth for the dishes. I'm not used to using this small thread here. And so these needles are really, really thin. And so it's taken me a long time, but I think what I'm going to do is learn to crochet, and I should probably use crocheting on this little yarn. So anyway, Honey is just reading me. He looked up one of my videos from Cat on Point from how many years ago? What was it? 5 years ago. I had made a Dr. Berg bread, and it was like, I don't know, gluten-free, paleo, vegan, and keto, and it was a really good bread, but I guess there's like 16,000 views on it or something, and there's all these these comments. There's a lot of comments that I never got to.
Some people are very judgmental.
I never even saw the comments, and so sometimes YouTube is really not good at telling me when there's comments. They just don't tell me at all, and then I miss a whole bunch of them. So don't ever think that I am ignoring anybody. I usually, it takes me a while to get to them sometimes, but I usually get to all of them on a video, and I just missed a whole bunch of them on those. But yeah, there's a lot of people on that one that are kind of like just mean, and they're just being stinky, and I don't know. It's just how it is sometimes. Anyway, so we did not end up bringing Sugar Bear home today because if you listen to my last video, you'll see that Sugar Bear is a little dog that he's elderly, and we were going to adopt him and bring him home today, but the current owner was not there where we were supposed to pick him up today, and so she is going to call me, and then we're going to set it up. She's going to bring him over to our home. So, and I think, I don't blame her. I mean, honestly, I think that she is just wanting to see, where we live and to make sure that he is, going to go to a good home. We had a dog at one point many years ago. He was a Weimaraner, and a beautiful little dog, big dog actually. But we had to find another place for him, and I kind of wish we had kept him. His name was Samuel, and we had taken him from another person who had to rehome him. But at the time, we didn't realize that he was rather high-strung, and at the time we had infants, and it was kind of it was a little bit dangerous around them, and we thought, he probably needed to go to a more active family. At the time, we weren't as active, and we ended up finding a woman who had another Weimaraner, but she had a female, so she wanted a male, and she ended up taking him, but we wanted to see her home and wanted to make sure that, she wasn't going to sell him or, do anything nefarious with him. And she was a bit high-strung herself, actually, but so I don't know. I think it worked out. But she did have another dog at the time that was just really mean and didn't like anybody. And I think she was going to rehome him and then just keep Samuel and her other Weimaraner. Did you get that from her? Mm-hmm. I think, yeah. At the time, we were like, whoa, how could she get rid of her other dog? Because I think that she had him probably since he was a puppy. And for us, I mean, I know sometimes you have to rehome. For Samuel, we had him for such a small amount of time. But ever since then, we had Bella, who was a part Mastiff, part St. Bernard, and we had her since she was a puppy. And we had her at that time, too. And it just seems like, nowadays, I just can't see not keeping a pup. I just feel like they're really part of our family when they come in, and we're responsible for them. Anyway, when we were kids growing up, our dogs ran away a lot. And one day they'd just be gone, and we'd just wonder, what happened to so-and-so? Honestly, I think maybe my parents found another place for them and then maybe they just told us they ran away. I don't know. Maybe they didn't, I don't know. It was real sketchy when you look back on our childhood. I think Honey's was like that too. He had some sketchy dog stories, right?
Yeah.
I had a dog, Simon, and when I was in high school, I had a dog named Simon, and he was a little cute little brown mix. And so one day Simon kept getting out. He would get out of the fence and he'd run around the street and cause all kinds of havoc. And don't ask me why we didn't, make sure that didn't happen, but he always got out. And so one day I was looking out the window, and now the back fence went to an open field, and I saw my dad. He was out in the rain with a big raincoat, and Simon had got out again, and my dad was out in the mud and in the rain and bringing Simon back. And he picked up Simon. I could tell. He looked at Simon and he looked at the fence, and in his mind I knew he was thinking, you're just going to get out again and we're going to do this like a million times. So he lifted Simon up and he just threw him over the fence. And I thought, oh my goodness, I can't believe it. And he walked away kind of like, well, that's done. And so I ran out and I told my mom that my dad threw Simon over the fence. And so she and I went out and brought him back home again. But my dad just had it with Simon. And I don't know what happened to Simon after that. I think he did escape one too many times.
Just took a cute picture.
I did. If I can find the picture, I'll show it to you. A picture of me and Simon when I was in high school. I'll put it in here if I can find it. All right, I'm going to say goodnight for now, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me while I knitted. And I'm almost done with this. All right, guys. Love you a lot, and I'll see you later. Bye. Honey.